you will see that for many people in the Western countries, it's difficult to understand the master-disciple phenomenon. Guru-Shishya relation belongs to the East. Simple in Europe, America, etc., etc., is not part of the culture of the tradition. The West has something that is the relation between teacher and student or pupil. But these people, Westerns, they try many times to understand the relationship between master and disciple on the basis of the teacher-student relationship, and that is absolutely impossible, because both phenomena are completely diametrical different. The teacher-student relationship belongs to the mind, to the intellect. It's about information. The master-disciple relationship is of the heart. Is related to the unknown. The teacher passes an information that he knows to the student that he don't know. And this information pass from mind to mind. The student has doubts, questions, and the teacher does his best to transmit all this information and to satisfy the questions. On the other side, the disciple needs trust. Because the master known or is connected, vibrate with the unknown, but is the unknown in the sense that it's impossible for the disciple even to imagine what he talk about. So the only option for the disciple is to trust in the Guru. What else he can do? And what else the Guru can do? The Guru has an experience of the unknown. How he can transmit this experience to a person who has no idea what he talk about? The teacher can give to the pupil information about geography, mathematics, grammar, etc., because there is something that gradually both of them understand what they talk about. But the Guru talk about something that is nothing. That is not common to both of them. So the Guru has no other option, no other alternative than to request from the disciple to trust. The student prepares himself through information, study, knowledge, to be ready in order to receive more knowledge. He prepares himself on the basic knowledge in order to receive more knowledge, etc. The student prepares himself keeping his innocence. An innocent heart is needed in order to be a real disciple, because you need to trust. The student is of the ignorance. You understand? The student is of the ignorance. The disciple is of the innocence. And both of them are similar because both of them is a state of not knowing. But both of them are very different. The ignorance feels threatened. The ego is threatened. In innocence, there is peace. There is joy. There is not threatened in any way. So only then, when the disciple is really in trust, and that is surrender. Surrender is about trust. Only then the truth can be transmitted, because the student and the teacher is about teaching and learning, but in the relation between master and disciple, truth can be transmitted. In the relation between master and disciple, the truth cannot be taught and it cannot be learned. Can be transmitted. You can become infected by it. It's contagious, but cannot be taught, cannot be studied. The relation master-disciple is of intimacy. Teacher-student don't need intimacy. It is not necessary. You can go to the school, study, learn, go home. You can even not know the name of the teacher. It doesn't matter. You can learn even by internet. Between master and disciple, intimacy is needed. Love is needed. Because love connects people in a very intimate way. But why this intimacy is needed? Because what should be transmitted is the most intimate experience of the Guru. It's deeper than the mind, deeper than the heart, deeper than the soul. So can only be transmitted when there is such an intimate relation, like when you see your husband, your wife, your child, your daughter, and you have such an intimate relation that even without words, you know that you are sad or you are happy, something going wrong, etc., only by looking into the other, only by feel his presence or her presence. So only when we arrive to that level of intimacy, only when we feel the presence of the Master, the silence of the Master, only then we are able to perceive not him, but his presence, his silence, his background. In the every revelation, we have different levels to learn the Torah. There is the Torah that everybody can read, learn, study. And that is the first level, that is Pshat. Simple. Everyone, when begin to learn Torah, learn in that level. Remesh, Drash, Sod. The last level is Sod. Sod means secret. The secret of the Torah. What is hidden? What secret? Because not because it's hidden, but secret because it's impossible to tell it to somebody else. Hasidim say that it's not only in the Torah, but the same is with the Master. The Master too have different levels of Pshat, Remes, Drash, Besod. You can know the Master in the Pshat level, in the simple, externally. His forms, his words, his actions, etc. Then you can know him in a more deep way. Remes, Drash, and at the end to become in communion with the Master in the level of the Sod or the secret, the mystery of the Master. But for that, you need what we call communion. To merge in the Master, and when the disciple merge in the Master, they become one. So we talk about two relations or phenomena that people try to compare between them, but it's impossible to make a projection of the teacher-student relation into the master-disciple. The teacher gives something to the student. The student receives something. The master Don't give nothing to the disciple. Simple, eliminate whatever is there. The relation with the teacher and student is constructive. Something is building, you become more. The relation of the disciple with the master is destructive. You become less. You become nothing. You become only a presence. And two presences are one.